Hey everyone, welcome to the EXTV watch along France versus Morocco once again. I do apologize for a couple minutes delay. There was a little bit of an internet connection there. So I hope you guys are hearing me. There's a little echo in the background. I'm going to fix it very quickly because I have two streams up, folks. I have two streams up, but we're here. So we're 5 minutes in. France are taking on Morocco in this massive tie. I do have my predictions on TikTok. You could check it out as well. You'll be posting up on Instagram very soon. So we're 5 minutes and 43 minutes in, and I was looking at it before we went on air. France have taken on the front foot. I did not get the city formations as well. So everybody else, let me make sure my clock is okay. I don't know why this keeps happening. So now my clock is correct. It does that, folks. I have a glitch. All right, folks, I'm still here. And I'm back. So I'm seeing Marco. DeMarco has followed. And a couple of people, 32 viewers are in. So I stepped away for a couple minutes, folks. It is 0-0. France, Les Bleus, taking on Morocco. I'm a neutral today. I want to see some good football. France are the out-and-out favorites. So if you're just joining us right now, we're live on Facebook, Twitch, and on YouTube. And France, the beginning, getting a couple chances. On the front foot, Mbappe on top of the box here. And France taking their full shot. But folks, I could tell you this in my preview, and you could head over to extvmedia.com. I did expect a lot of action in this game. My prediction is that, France on paper should get through, but it's going to be a very close game, folks. And these Moroccans, they're a very mobile, all-action team. They are going to press you all game. They play exactly like PSG in a lot of ways. That's the style of football they play. Everybody talks about Hakimi, and rightfully so. But this squad is more than just him. What a player Hakimi has grown into, folks. What a player he's grown into. So everybody who's here right now, be sure to like, subscribe. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, folks. This is my studio. And we've been having lots and lots of subscribers and follows. So everybody's in the chat right now. Let me know who you think is going to win. So Morocco passing the ball back to Bono here. And make no mistake, folks, we are in for an all-action game today, folks. So like I said, everybody in the chat right now, drop your predictions, like, subscribe, share. I'll read your comments online and your questions because when you do that, you automatically qualify for a prize, folks. A prize, jersey of your choice, club or country, and or EAFC 27 when it comes out. So when you do that, I'm going to sit in the middle, folks. So as always, we started a couple minutes late. We had some technical difficulties. But, that's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes, Eventually, I'm going to have a bigger crew, and it's going to be easier. So I'm glad you guys are sticking with me, folks. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me. So let's see. I know a lot of people are watching the game right now. I'm just going to move the chat box out into the open here. And I'm in more casual attire today. I saw, so Marco DeMarco has followed. I really appreciate that from Facebook. Welcome. I really appreciate that. And like I said, folks, let me know if you guys are hearing me okay. What do you think about this game? So a lot of people are in here I know they've been talking about how crazy that Argentina-Egypt game was. I was not surprised. So anyway, back to this game. So France, probing in the middle. Koundé. France after initial onslaught go down on LA on the other side. And I didn't get to see the lineups because, we were hustling to get this up and running. And occasionally, folks in the chat remind me if my clock goes a little bit off, let me know. For some reason, it glitches. I don't know why it does that. It did that in the last game. I think when I was celebrating, I hit the clock. So, Brahim Diaz running through the middle at 100 miles an hour here. Probably should have passed the ball. Drawing a foul. That should have been a foul. Wow. Folks, I know a lot of people have been talking about the Argentina game, but throughout this entire tournament, I've seen some very bizarre calls go for almost all the quote-unquote big teams. All. That's a perfect example. I thought Brahim Diaz would have passed the ball there. Mbappe getting into the box there, looking to pass someone in. He's not afraid to take on his man as he did there. That's where you don't want Mbappe, but Morocco are going to chase you. They're not going to allow you to really stay on the ball too long. As you can see here, France trying to combine on top of the box here. Olise out wide. They love to get that ball on the opposing foot and do those curling crosses. They love that. Dembele, Mbappe, they love to do that. So if they did any of their homework, they're going to have to pay attention to that. So whipped in cross. I don't think in terms of, I think Spain has a similar problem, folks. I'm seeing KN Shakma has liked the stream. Thank you so much, folks. And like I said, folks, if you're in here right now, be sure to follow and share with your friends. And let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if the audio is okay. Last time, I do apologize. My score stream went off when Argentina equalized. I think I completely knocked it off. But France, Olise. Now, this is very interesting because this is exactly the same foul that Brahim Diaz got. So, I can understand why Morocco is a little bit upset right now. So, I'm just keeping an eye on all the chats, folks. At halftime, I will kickstart a TikTok. And we'll do our halftime talk. So, we are 13 minutes in. It's 0-0. Morocco feeling aggrieved that Brahim Diaz on a counter-attack should have gotten a foul. And now I think it's Olise. On top of it here, France getting a free kick. Olise and Dembele are in there. So they're going to try to whip it in. So let's see how that goes, folks. Let's see, can France get the opening goal here? Olise floating it in as expected, but well cleared by Morocco, folks. France still in possession. As expected, they are going to take initiative. But this is an interesting matchup because Morocco, they are not the kind of team to just kind of let you play with the ball. They will come at you, where we saw with Paraguay and so on. Paraguay was not afraid to get stuck in. I honestly have no issue with that. That's part of the game. I don't know what people expected. If you want Paraguay to just sit down and collect a whole bunch of goals. Bono being very calm on the ball there with France relentlessly pressing. But Morocco, to their credit, playing out the press. And I think this works if you could release Hakimi down the right side with a press. And I did say this, folks. While France are the strongest team, you can't get at their defense. We saw Norway. Morocco combining really well here. Brahim Diaz just doing too much with the ball, folks. Just doing a little bit too much. So like I said, folks, the games are a bit more manageable. I can't believe we're already here already. So I'm just making sure on... let's see. I'm just messaging the Facebook people here. I will turn on a TikTok at halftime, folks. Sorry if I'm pausing for a second. It is a lot to do, folks, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. So, Ali Dakad. Lip, I don't know what that means, but okay. So, yep. So, I'm seeing comments coming in. Adil Lashimi has followed. So, Morocco with a free kick. Outside the area, close to the byline. Whipped in by Hakimi. But not a very good delivery, folks. You would expect better from somebody like Hakimi. Folks, I've been following this guy a long time now. I really loved him when he was at Inter, of course. That's my favorite team. Let me know who your favorite club is in the chat, folks. Let me know as well. Also, he went to Juventus. And, sorry, not Juventus. What am I saying? Then he went to PSG. And, the guy... And he didn't want to leave Inter. He only left because of the financial reasons they had to leave him. And that's a whole other story I'll talk about next time. But Inter Milan fans didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave. They were doing that to keep Lukaku, and then Lukaku left. So that left a bit of a sour taste in Inter Milan. Yet they went on to reach another Champions League final. But we know how that turned out. So Mbappe deep. This is probably where you want him. You don't want Mbappe running at you, folks. This is where he's dangerous. So if you're able to kind of funnel him out, players like him and Dembele, they do require heavily on speed. Yes, they can stop and take you on, but they're very dangerous when they take you on like this. The little cutbacks, the speed. But Morocco has a lot of speed, folks. So, like I said, a very interesting battle. Morocco may feel like they're not getting some of the calls. They were claiming it was a throw-in a little while ago. So, yeah, folks. Yes. I'm in casual attire today. I am trying to pace myself. I do have my predictions on the EXTV TikTok and extvmedia.com. So let me know where you guys are from. I'm going to pace my voice today. I will update some of the data underneath the screen there while we're talking. So it's multiple things I'm doing here, folks. So chat, I know everybody's watching the game right now, but let me know your thoughts. Who's going to win this game? Is it going to be France, Les Bleus, versus Morocco? One of my good friends and guys who was at Extra Time TV from the very beginning, Kevin, gave me a Morocco hat, but I can't find that right now. Make no mistake, folks, I'm a neutral in this game. I think these are the two teams that deserve to be here. At the beginning of the tournament, I said Morocco was my dark horse. The top three teams being France, Argentina, Spain, and of course England. So I think it makes a lot of sense. But Norway may have something to say. Belgium may have something to say. Whipped in cross by France and headed over the bar by Dembele, of all people. So I think Morocco has enough to deal. I don't think in terms of the aerial ability that they have too much to fear. But Dembele doing really well. That in-swinging cross, getting in between two of his defenders. That movement in the box is very essential, folks. Very essential. So let's see. I'm seeing some notifications popping in. Kingley, welcome. Kingley, as always. Welcome. So Kingley is going for France today. What do you think the prediction is going to be, folks? I'm seeing the camera zooming in on somebody there, but I don't know who that is. So, like I said, folks, I've been doing a lot of these games, and I really appreciate all the likes and follows. We're aiming for a lofty goal of 10,000, and we're trying our best. So we'll see how it goes. So it's been a pretty tactical game. The ref is blowing a handball there. Is it on Hakimi? I really like the Morocco uniform, folks. I'm looking at the little detail on the neck there. It's very consistent with, the Moroccan style. And that's the thing. A lot of these jerseys, folks, there's a lot of thought put into them. I actually did some videos on my TikTok as well about choosing the right type of jersey, player fit. And I will be doing another one for footwear. But it's a lot of work to do these games, folks. So Dembele trying to cut in, folks. And if you're a coach, Dembele likes to try and pull you one direction, cut in on his other foot, and shoot on with his left foot. He loves to do that. So Kiwana Binko, welcome. So everybody who's liking and following right now, be sure to comment. Let me know what you think about the game so far. And I'm looking at all the different chats everywhere. And I'm trying different things here, folks. So I'm seeing all that said. That's on Facebook. And France in the box there, but Morocco are doing enough to limit those attacks down the wings. That's where they're dangerous. So Koundé wearing that armband, looking like Rambo, like an Afro Rambo. What do you think about that, Kingley? So I'm also doing a couple things here while we're talking. So a corner for France. In fact, I'll do that for the hydration break. So Olise opting to take it short. Whipped in by, I believe it's Dembele, and headed over the bar. Folks, I must say, there's Rabiot in there, but in terms of maybe the aerial ability, I can't really say off the top of my head. They can dribble, they can attack, they can take on players, but there's no out-and-out guys who can head up. France pressuring relentlessly, but Morocco doing well to sort of get out of possession, but France quickly winning possession. So France are definitely not allowing Morocco to sit back. This Morocco team has been on the back foot a lot in this tournament. We saw it Canada and other teams. So they can't switch to 5 at the back with the 3 centre-backs. France, once again, quick passing on top of the box. They're trying to destabilize Morocco, going out wide. But Morocco doing well to close down the passing lanes. But of course, the objective is to try to destabilize the shape of Morocco. And Morocco is dangerous Olise with a cross that wasn't well executed. And I think as the game goes along, folks, if you're Morocco, who are a very confident team, folks, I think everybody's talking about France, but anybody who plays Morocco will have to know. I'm seeing Sishing Bieber. The further you go along in this game, folks, I think Morocco will get more and more comfortable. Is that a hydration break already? Oh, no. Okay, no. So Bono, very experienced keeper. France versus Morocco here, folks. 21 minutes in and it's 0-0. This is a serious part of the tournament now, folks. Everyone else is gone. I think all the teams that are here deserve to be here, pretty much. I'm seeing SM Mamunir Rasid. Welcome. Like I said, everybody who's joining in, let me know who you're supporting as well. Let me know who you're supporting. And we're seeing different people in the different platforms messaging as well. I'm trying to fix it, chat, so you see all the different things. So when it's a hydration break, I will update some of the information on the screen, folks. So like I said, keep me on my toes. Sometimes the clock glitches, folks. When I was celebrating for Argentina, I did kick it. So Olise and Mbappe combining here. Getting the ball out wide as expected. Dembele doing well to get the ball. So this is where France are dangerous. But Morocco dealing well with that. And as the game goes along, I think it will frustrate the French a little bit. But they do have the firepower. Excellent through ball. Beating his man for Morocco. Upamecano. But nobody to receive the ball. Nobody to receive the ball. But pace for pace. Player for player. He was beaten for pace there. And this is where Morocco are dangerous. I don't think that was a foul. The French are calling for that. It's almost like he's giving them back one for the Brahim Diaz one earlier. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz on the ball there. Real Madrid player. Hakimi was also a former Real Madrid player, folks, if you don't know this. Excellent ball combination by Hakimi. Hakimi is very confident and dominant down that right side. We do miss him at Inter Milan. Great player. And we all love how he handled that legal situation with that woman who tried to take his money. Love it. Absolutely love it. So Mbappe is complaining, but we're looking at the replay and it's not a foul. It's a hard tackle, but it's not a foul. So Mbappe, this is where you don't want Mbappe to be dangerous, because then Olise here. Olise generally very calm on the ball, but just like Paraguay, Morocco are not allowing them much space. And Morocco winning the ball high up the pitch. Brahim Diaz. Morocco with some quick combination passes on the area, moving out to their right side. Slowing things down, trying to find a gap here. So, they're very comfortable on the ball, folks. They announced themselves in the last World Cup. Their youth team has won the Under-20 World Cup. So they have a great cycle of players. Their football has really developed. Some people say the AFCON Nations win was controversial. You could let me know about that in the comment section. So Brahim Diaz, not afraid to take on his players. And if this Morocco, this is what you want. Almost sneaking in there, folks. But I think Rabiot, of all people, doing well enough. So this is where France are dangerous, folks. Olise on the breakaway. This is where if he releases Mbappe, so they're going to have to take on Mbappe. This is where France are dangerous. Oh, my God. Is that a penalty? The ref is pointing straight to the spot, folks. Exactly what we spoke about. If you allow Mbappe to attack, so Mazraoui forcing a penalty, and that's where France are dangerous, folks. That's where France are dangerous. So I'm not seeing much Moroccan players protesting. So MD Al Amin Alo, welcome. Not controlling the ball well. So let's see. We're looking at the replay. Is it a pen? Yeah. It could be a dive, folks. You could argue that Mbappe dived. Folks, I think he dived, folks. I think he dived. I don't think. Let's see what the ref is going to say. Are they going to look at it? Issa and Dembele hugging each other, of course. It's good to see a good spirit about the game. Folks, I looked at that replay. I did not see any contact, but I think they're going to give it. I don't think they're contesting. Are they contesting it? I have no audio, of course, folks. So I think the ref is looking at it. Issa and Dembele having a discussion. Also, they are checking, folks. Folks, unbiasedly, looking at that, it looks like Dembele dived. Mbappe. What do you think in the chat? What do you think in the chat, folks? What do you think? It did look like he dived, so they're still checking. They're still checking. Mbappe is looking confident. So they're not saying the check is over. So I don't know what they're checking. According to my screen, they're saying VAR check. But folks, I think France got away with one there, folks. So Bono is a great keeper. I don't know if the graphic is wrong on my screen. Okay, I think it's gone. They're not saying check over. Mbappe always hits very low, hard shots. He runs up, he stops, and then he hits very hard shots to the left or the right. So I think France got away with one there, folks. I think they did. I think they're too good. They don't need penalties. But of course, when France get penalties, nobody says it's rigged, of course. Interesting. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Personally, respectfully, I don't think it was a penalty. But I'm pretty sure Mbappe is going to score this. But Bono is the kind of guy. Deschamps looking very tense. They're still discussing it, folks. I think. I don't think it's a penalty. I'm not being emotional here, folks. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Because, of course, I have no audio on Rush, folks. So, okay, I think the ref's saying, okay, so it's a pen. We'll talk about that in the water break. VAR check over. I think that was a proper dive. What's going on? What's happening? There's a lot of delays here, folks. So I think Morocco, trying, to maybe try to destabilize. So Bono is a great keeper, folks. World-class striker, world-class player. He's stopping. Save, folks! Bono, what a save. Oh, my goodness. Bono faking out Mbappe, reading his tactic. That's what Mbappe does, folks. And when he did that little shimmy-dimmy move he did there, it made Mbappe doubt himself. So Morocco are going to be fired up. But, folks, I still don't think that was a penalty, though. I still don't think that was a pen. And once again, Morocco is not seeming to learn from that. Allowing France to get those, 2v1 situations. Mbappe, Dembele, and Olise are dangerous on the counter-attack. But I guess you have to take risks as well. So Mbappe with some flair. So now we have both Messi and Mbappe missing penalties. And folks, this is a credit to the goalkeepers and the analysts. Because I'm an analyst and I'm going to show some love. They do a lot of research into these things. And, these guys have a lot of data on these players. So, like I said, folks, I'm trying to look at Mbappe. When he moved, you can see Mbappe had a little bit of doubts. So, goalkeepers now, usually, folks, strikers now, or the person who's taking the pen, a lot of the style now is to try to get the keeper to move, and then you take your shot. A lot of the old school people like myself choose a corner. So, it's a hydration break, folks. A lot of action. Mbappe getting a penalty. I don't think it was a penalty, chat. I don't think it was a penalty. But he got the pen. And it was saved by Bono. And not the Bono from YouTube, but that Bono. So I'm seeing people liking and subscribing as well, folks. Keep it coming. Noor Hussein, welcome. Hussein, am I pronouncing that correctly? Let me know. Drop those likes, folks. It's a hydration break, so I'm just going to fix some data on the bottom of the screen there. So if I'm pausing for a second. So like I said, folks, let me know what you think about that penalty. I'm just pausing for a second to update my screen. One second, folks. So like I said, folks, be sure to like, subscribe, and join. And I'm typing up something here, folks, in case you're wondering. I'm really multitasking here, folks. So people in the chat there, let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think about the game. Be sure to give me a like, share with your friends. I will be doing a TikTok at halftime. So the hydration break is over. I'm just updating my news, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this. So, Mbappe missing a penalty. Folks, we've seen a trend, folks, with the goalkeepers. We've seen a trend. France 0, Morocco 0. Mbappe getting a penalty and having it saved. Goalkeepers now have analyzed these players who are doing these start-stop techniques. These players want the goalkeeper to move, and when they don't do that, they score. So my Rush Sports feed just went dark on me, folks. Okay, it's back on now. It's back on now. So the hydration break is still going on, so I could catch my breath a little bit. I'm seeing people coming in here. Let's read some of those comments. Kingley, France will win the World Cup this year. Dictator. Dictator Mbappe. We'll see, folks. I'm seeing Philin Boga is now following on Facebook. So, folks, with that penalty, Deschamps is arguing, but I don't know what he's arguing about because he got the penalty. Folks, let's be honest. Chat. Do you really think that was a penalty? Let me know. It's okay. We can have a conversation about that. But I don't know what Deschamps is arguing about. They've restarted the game now. You got the penalty. You got a lot of the calls. What are you complaining about? But that's also part of the job, folks. Alam Khan, welcome. Welcome. Who are you supporting? Let me know who you're supporting as well, folks. So France with a throw-in. Olise turning his man. Is that Mbappe over there? Okay, Mbappe in a more central position. Dembele likes to cut back and shoot, folks. And, folks, I don't understand. If you're a defender, Dembele loves to do that. He always does that fake out shot, cuts back, and shoots with his left foot. He loves that. That's his move. And also Mbappe does that on the other side with his right foot. They love those curling shots. So, it's credit to them that even though players know they're going to do it, it's very difficult to stop. So, Morocco with a throw-in. Kennedy Luwani, welcome. So, like I said, folks, if you see me doing it, it's a bunch of multiple things I'm juggling here. So, I'm trying to do it here really quickly. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this in a couple seconds. So, France looking for a foul. Hakimi starting a counter-attack. Not communicating well with Brahim Diaz. A throw-in. So I'm seeing Kevin Moody. Welcome, Kevin. Vamos Argentina, Kevin. So, Kevin, don't forget to follow, like, and share and all those things. And please come and get your jersey, please. So, if you're just joining us, folks, France 0. Morocco 0. Penalty saved by Bono against Kylian Mbappé. I personally think it was not a penalty. And in the end, Bono doing well. And I mentioned it earlier, folks. A lot of these guys taking penalties, Messi included, they tried to get the goalkeeper to move and bury it on the other side. Back in the day, a lot of players would say just choose a corner and blast it in. But the keepers now, they have analysts. They have people who, sift through the data. They look at players. They have so much information. Bono was able to just kind of make those movements just to give Mbappe that doubt. And that's what happened. So let me just fix something here. In case you guys are wondering what I'm doing, you'll see why in a little while. So Kevin Moody is laughing. So Kevin, where are you right now? Don't forget to like and follow, Kevin. It really helps. And subscribe. Are you watching football with Kyle and those guys? Apparently, I scratched my nose during the Argentina celebrations. So Abubakar Mamadou is now following. So interesting opening up here, but Brahim Diaz not linking up really well there. And that's the thing. I mentioned this in my match preview, folks. And you could see on TikTok, I did my predictions like I did for the last 16. I got like one wrong, I think, the Mexico-England game. We have a lot of SofaScore-driven data. We will be having Gaston Hoffman of SofaScore. We'll be doing the Argentina versus Switzerland preview. I think Morocco are playing a dangerous game here, giving away the ball. And this could be number 1 for France. What a save by Bono. But folks, Morocco are being absolutely careless. Just holding the ball in a dangerous area. I think the attempt is to try to draw the French players in. But they were keeping the ball. And Bundani, if that's his name, they were playing a dangerous game. France are going to press. Now, I know they're confident on the ball. But Diu getting a great shot and an equally brilliant save by Bono, folks. But Morocco are playing with danger, folks. They were kind of being very reckless with the ball. People are complaining the ball is not on the circle for the corner. Olise, who's a player who identified is very dangerous and key for France. Whipping it in. But I think at least in the defensive area in terms of heading, I think Morocco have a slight edge in that area. So Koundé, Morocco trying to combine. France combining really well. But Morocco winning the ball back. That should be a foul. And the ref is saying play on. Okay. This ref is confusing me, folks. I can't really figure out his calls. He's very consistent. Nigel Pierre, welcome. Good day, Nigel. Who are you supporting? Who watching the game? So Kevin and everybody else, wherever you all are, all over the world. The last stream got 11,000. The other stream before got 14,000 on Facebook. So you guys, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and here as well, and follow, because we're trying to get up to that 10,000 mark. You could scan that QR code to join our EXTV notification group on that side of the screen there, where you get news updates and so on. And when you do all that, folks, it's not just to help us, because it does. It automatically qualifies you for a chance to win a jersey of your choice, club or country, and a copy of EAFC 27 when it comes out. So the match starts: France with 10 attempts on goal, Morocco 0, and 3 shots on target for France. Morocco have been getting penetration, but that final ball isn't working for them, folks. And I will be piecing my voice. This is very exhausting. So I'm seeing Bukol Islam has liked on Facebook. So Morocco taking their time. I think they were trying to pull France out. And as I said, folks, while this French team is very strong, if you observed against Norway and some of the other teams, you can get chances if you have a team that is not afraid to go at them. They are dangerous offensively, meaning France, but you can't have a go. If you looked at the last group stage, basically Norway with their subs were able to create chances. Once again, Morocco trying to... I feel as if the calls are not really going Morocco's way, folks. Like I said, I'm a neutral in this. I'm a neutral. I think both teams are strong. Whoever plays this team is going to see a lot of pressure. I don't think that's a foul, though. But I understand why the ref is giving it, because the feet got to it. I just think the French player was faster. And, credit to the French player. I think his speed forced that foul. And Morocco, I think, are trying to draw France out. And France are trying to get down those wings. And I think if you're Morocco, you'll be comfortable in this defensive posture with 5 at the back here. And then you try to release Hakimi and Brahim Diaz. But just like Spain, I don't think they really have that number 9. Olise getting muscled out. And a lot of people complaining about Paraguay, but I have no issue with how Paraguay played. I mean, that's how they play. Brahim Diaz, a Real Madrid man, getting fouled. What did they expect Paraguay to do? Just, hey, France, let's run at you and lose 6-0. They play to their strengths. When you have a team, folks, I know we all love beautiful football, but you have to play to the strength of your team. Yeah, what are you guys just going to let them attack you? So, I mean, and they lost in the end, but I mean, you are not obligated to play beautiful football and lose because some neutral doesn't like it. I like all different styles of football. Of course, I love beautiful football. But I think modern teams now should be able to play pretty and play rough if they have to. So I'm pausing and pacing myself as well. So Janut Junu has joined from Facebook. I really appreciate the like, folks. We're getting a lot of likes on Facebook. So we're approaching the 40th minute, folks. We're here at EXTV Studios. Keep an eye on my clock, folks. When Argentina played the last time, I celebrated and I knocked the clock. And I reset the time. So Morocco playing from deep. Clearly, one of the plans strategically is to try to draw the French out and then attack them on the counter-attack. So they're going down the wings, not afraid to take on their players, whipping it in. Well blocked by France. And this is where France are dangerous, folks. I think this is where Morocco is going to have to be careful, the counter-attacks. Because when they do counter-attack, you saw what happened. They got the pen. So they have to choose their moments. So it's an interesting approach of styles. Very much like with the Argentina-Egypt when they went down. They had to attack, but they leave yourself open. So when it's 0-0, both teams are feeling each other out. I'm seeing Mishkwat Khan has liked. Johnson Makata has liked. So everybody in the Facebook, everywhere else, you can drop your comments and let me know the predictions as well. What do you think about this game? What do you think France need to do? Who do you think is going to win? Who are your favorites for the World Cup? All those things, folks. So we'll be doing giveaways. And also, I'll be heading to Miami soon to meet up with James Baird. And we'll be trying to do one of these across there. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm so tired, folks. I'm so tired. So I really appreciate the support. I tried to recover a little bit yesterday, but I wake up. I wake up to the wee hours of the morning preparing these things with SofaScore on the website extvmedia.com, folks. We have a partnership with SofaScore. A lot of data-driven analysis, not rum shop talk, folks, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, or bar talk. It's data-driven, and I think we've got mostly all correct. And it's interesting for those of you who like that, you could head over to extvmedia.com. So Johnson Madaka Chipengo, bienvenido, welcome. Let me know where you're from. So Nigel P. and everybody else, how do you think this game is going to go? I've seen a lot of viewers in the chat there. I will do a TikTok at halftime. And folks, in case you were wondering what I was doing earlier, the bottom of the screen there, that's where we get the latest updates and so on. So, we had to do some updates on the screen. So I'm not in any of my football gear today. But at halftime, I will be switching on to TikTok. So I'm seeing Bencao Mateus Felizardo has liked the chat. And of course, folks, Shakira, once again at this game. Shakira is going to every game. Who is Shakira supporting? I don't think she's supporting Spain anymore, is she? This is a lady who was Real Madrid, folks. Then she was Barcelona. And now who knows? Who knows? Shakira. So Rabiot sticking out like a sore thumb in this team here. So the Moroccan fans, they have nothing to fear, folks. They have nothing to fear. So Johnson Makata, I'm from Zimbabwe. Oh, wow. Welcome. Welcome, Johnson, from Zimbabwe. Be sure to give us a subscribe on YouTube and so on. I really appreciate that. We are doing prize giveaways to everybody all over the planet. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms. Because when you do that, you automatically qualify for a chance to win prizes. And, Trinidad and Tobago, I'm from the Caribbean. We're a football nation, but also a cricket nation. So I know Zimbabwe is also cricket mad as well. So who are you supporting? Johnson, let me know. Let me know who you're supporting, Johnson. Who you're supporting for this game? Who's your favorite team? Let me know. So we're looking at the momentum maps here, folks. France dominating that map with some little dots of Moroccan influence. Hakimi. Ooh, Hakimi trying to release that. He kind of reminds me a little bit of my favorite Argentinian player ever. And it's not Lionel Messi. Javier Zanetti is my favorite player. So welcome, Johnson. And it's great that we can connect with people all over the world, folks. We have the analytics and the data, and we see people from all over. And it's amazing that the technology are allowing us to connect in a way like this all over the planet. So Morocco, clearly, for the entire World Cup, have played at counter-attacking and attack at full speed. Raheem Diaz. This is his second time I've seen number 6 for Morocco dispossessed. So Morocco tripling up on their players, doing well to get the ball away there, folks. Because that's the problem when you try to press in numbers. If you could beat that press, that means you have players open. For every player that you put on that player, if you're going to press, you're going to have to win that ball. So Morocco, defensive shape 5 at the back. And having like 4 across the midfield there, trying to close down the passing lanes. France are going to try to go down the wide areas. A through ball that didn't quite make it in the end there, and by Koundé, who looks like a Afro Rambo, folks. Do people even know who Rambo is in this chat? So, hey, Tadi Wanashi Chiwanza. I'm Tak from Zimbabwe. So, welcome. So, Johnson, Maraka, Chimpengo, I'm looking for live matches. Oh my gosh, so am I. I'm looking at my cable provider here. So I hope, in the meantime, until you find a live feed, you can have some fun with me as well. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know any of these sites. I'm seeing Antoine Griezmann. Wow, his daughter looks like him. No DNA test needed. Oh, she loves her dad, man. Wow, she looks just like her dad. So Hakimi. It's great to see parents bringing their... it's a World Cup. So Morocco as well. I'm seeing someone else but I can't really pronounce. I can't really see their name. I can't pronounce it. Forgive me, but let me know who you are. I know some people in the chat are not English speaking. So I'm going to move the alerts because they're in the same place as the chat. So let me see if I could do that. Where is it? There we go. So the alert box, I'm going to put it on this side. So we're live, folks. And I'd like to say a special thank you to the people that come up to me and say that they like the live streams as well in person, especially people globally. But sometimes I go places and I'm genuinely humbled by that, folks. I do try my best to put these things together and have quality discussion, SofaScore data, and we try not to make it boring as well. I act pretty crazy, so it's very difficult for me to be boring. But I'm appreciative for the feedback and the kind words and constructive criticism. I haven't got any yet, so I appreciate that. But I'm very okay with listening to people's thoughts, suggestions, and comments. And, what do you think? And what do you think about how the stream looks? What do you think about the scoreboard and stuff like that? I just saw Annabelle Love has liked the stream. Thank you so much, Annabelle. Football Boricua, welcome, my friend. It's been a while. It's been a while. Be sure to if you I know he has great content, folks. Check it out. We met during the pandemic. Shot by Morocco, by France, hitting the post, folks. So Football Boricua, be sure to hit me a subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And also head over to his channel and give him a subscribe. So Johnson, Madaka, yeah, the game is still 0-0. I'm glad I could help you out, Johnson. It's 0-0. And they just hit the post. Unless there is a delay and you guys are in the future. So welcome, Football Boricua. And be sure to give me some subscription. Folks, like I said, folks, we're trying to get to that 10,000 mark. And, on YouTube, I think we're like 3,200. So initially, I said 5,000. I'm not a greedy guy. But, if you really like the channel and what we're doing here, show your support. We have EXTV merch. That song you heard at the beginning, it's not a European song. It's not some generic song. It's from two Trinidad and Tobago artists, Nigel Rojas of Orange Sky and Sun Syndicate. It's called Champion. The Spotify link is in the description, folks. And I know a lot of people loved it. I played the entire song halftime the last time. But anyway, back to the game. France going on the wing. DU. France are trying for the penalties. The two PSG men having a go at each other. Come on, France, you're better than this. You don't need to do that. So let's see if he has an argument. So both players play. Oh yes, DU trying to be clever. He tried to pull Hakimi down with his jersey, and it was outside the box. And both players, it was outside the box. So Hakimi showing a lot of intelligence to keep his body outside the box. Because I think if it was a couple steps in, he made sure and kept DU out. Of course, Football Boricua, my man. Welcome. We should do a collaboration live stream watch along. What do you think, Football Boricua? It's been a while. Josino. It's great to see you, my friend. I've been very busy, but make no mistake, I do pay attention to what you're doing. And I really appreciate you joining in, my friend. So are you still in Puerto Rico? And who are you supporting for this game? Who are you supporting for the World Cup? Seeing DR Robin has liked. So like I said, folks, whoever's liking on all the social media, everywhere else, I'm just going crazy. So we have 5 minutes of extra time. We're already 3 minutes in, approaching the 4th minute. What was a foul? I don't think it was a foul. Hakimi and the two PSG men clashing. So, that could be a handball, folks. Is that a pen or a free kick? Rabiot, Brahim Diaz forcing it. Now, folks, I come from the old school of football. I played when there were fouls. No, I wasn't a professional player, but I played at high school level, university level. And I've worked with professional players and clubs. I've worked on national teams. And I feel as if sometimes the guys that come up with these rules never played football. Like when they say natural body positions, it's crazy. But anyway, it's a free kick for Morocco, folks. A couple seconds before the 5-minute extra time goes. So Brahim Diaz and Hakimi, those are the two guys you would want on there. Can Morocco, who haven't got a shot on goal yet, cause some problems here? And like I said, folks, if you observed France during the tournament, as great as they are, you can't get at them. And you saw that with Norway. So Hakimi whipping it in. Oh, they tried something clever, but it was just too wide. I felt like the angle was too wide. So Hakimi trying to bend the ball around the wall. But that was way too wide. That would require impossible curl, folks. That would be like Roberto Carlos-esque. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I think it's halftime, is it? What's going on? Why the French players are... Oh, is that how the stadium is shaped? So we're at halftime, folks. We're at halftime. So everybody, France versus Morocco. We're in the big boy part of the tournament. King Lee, that Argentina referee, is a psycho. We know King Lee doesn't love those Argentines. So, folks, I want to say something. I love my EXTV followers. You all are the greatest. We all have differing opinions. I really appreciate your support. It's 0-0, France 0, Morocco 0. Let me know what you think about the tactics. Let me know what you think about what France need to do, what Morocco needs to do. But I have to say something, folks. I have seen, and I guess maybe it's a product of the social media era that we're living in, that there's a lot of misinformation being spread. A lot of people, and I saw it with Egypt and other teams as well, where there's almost when you lose, you have to throw a tantrum and say everything is right. There's a lack of accountability. When we were kids growing up, you would be annoyed with little children when they do that. You'll be like, what a brat. And it seems like that generation has grown into adults now. And when you don't get your way, you throw tantrums online. And, I'd say what I love about you guys and girls out there, you all are very respectful. I love that we have different opinions and we can still have conversations in there. I love that. And I appreciate that, Kingsley and everybody else. Hakimi is crazy, folks. That guy. I love Hakimi, and you all know why. He's the anti-gold digger, folks. Put your money in your mama's name. She wants my money. Gold digger. Da, 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 da. So a lot of people are asking me to turn on the TikTok. I guess I could do that. What do you guys think? Morocco must take that game. I'm reading some of the contents. Football Boricua for Spain. Not bad. So yeah, folks. So folks, if I look a little bit disheveled, it's because I am. We have a very Caribbean problem here. And I'm not great, folks. That's just the platinum in my hair kind of fading out now. I got some mosquito bites at the beginning of the tournament. And we're doing while we're speaking, we're doing a lot of electrical work at the EXTV studios. And it's amazing how these mics, you can't hear a sound. So we're just, doing things, always trying to make the experience more enjoyable. We do have esports content. We do have match previews. We do have interviews. Example, I did one many years ago with Football Boricua. So, we have people all over the planet. We love to converse with people. I'll be doing one with Gaston Hoffman of SofaScore, folks, who we've partnered up with for the last year or so, and they have really helped the channel and revolutionized our coverage. We do the, not just banter, but, data-driven conversation as much as we can. And, of course, we're not boring. You all see those TikTok clips. I lost my mind. I lost my voice in the last watch-along. So I guess I could turn the TikTok on, folks. What do you think? Should I? Let's do that. So we're at halftime. It's 0-0. I want to make sure the last game, my clock was a bit all over the place. So let me fix that. So there we go. So at halftime, it should restart. Apparently, I hit the computer last time in one of my massive, I shouldn't say tirades. But when that Egypt game was done. Like I said, folks, there are no easy games anymore. I don't understand why there's still people. I can understand the casual fan. I'm not mad at you guys. Some people are casuals, and that's okay. But I don't understand people who really watch the game and can still turn around and say, wow, that should be an easy game. What game are you watching? Because that hasn't been the case for a long time. Everybody has been elevating their game except Trinidad and Tobago and doing really well. So it's 0-0 right now, folks. 0-0. What do you think Morocco needs to do? What do you think France needs to do? So we have our halftime conversation. And some people requested that I played the Nigel Rojas song. So if you guys want to hear it, the song at the intro from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate for your halftime entertainment, I can. So if a couple people give me a couple thumbs up in the chat, I will play it. Because people seem to like the song. It's a local artist, 2 local artists from Trinidad and Tobago. And it's crazy. But before we do that, everybody in the chat, you'll give me some thumbs ups and let me know if y'all want to hear that song. I will play it because it's a beautiful song and we have the Spotify link. I genuinely love it, folks. And I really want to thank those guys for allowing me to use that song in the intro and the outro. So you can let me know. So I will, until I see the thumbs ups, we have a couple minutes. I want to hear your thoughts. What a crazy game, folks. Morocco, France. France getting a penalty, which I think was not the right call. It was not the right call, folks. I don't think that was a legit penalty. But they got it. And Bono doing amazingly well to save the penalty. France creating all the clear-cut chances. I don't think Morocco has created a clear-cut chance yet. But this is how Morocco has been playing throughout this entire tournament, folks. This is how they've been playing. So, yeah. So let me... there's a couple things I want to try, folks. So while we're here, in the chat, let me know if you all want to hear the song at halftime. I can. If you all want to hear it, I can. But I'm going to try to add some stuff. So for score, give me some options here. So let me see if I could do that. So let's see. I'm seeing Ray Rex has liked, so welcome. So like I said, folks, let me know if you all want to... I'm going to play the halftime song. And I'm going to try to add some cool widgets that SofaScore gave me here as well, folks. So let me see if I could do that. If I can. Let's see if I can do that. I think I'm going to try something for you guys. I don't know why my page is not loading. Why is it doing that? Let's see. I'm trying to do something here, and I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, let me try something else, folks. All right, there we go. So France, Morocco. I'm pulling up the data, folks. So let's see. Somebody else just Dipanka Bibwan has liked. So folks, like I said, I'm trying to give you all the widgets, and I will play I'm trying to load something up for you guys here, but I'm not getting it. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. Or let me try the other one then. I thought I was going to get a play-by-play. I don't know, maybe the game stopped, that's why you're not seeing it. But I will, I'm going to try to leave something on the screen here. I'm going to try something, folks. And I hope you guys like it. It's going to be a little bit different. I hope it's going to work, but it's halftime. So like I said, folks, oh, there we go, there we go. So I'm going to load something up for you guys. I'm trying something for you folks. I want to make this chat as cool as possible. And I hope you all like it. You can let me know what you think. And I will fix this. So in case you guys are wondering, let me know what you think about the game. What do you think France needs to do? So let me try something here. Let me try something. I hope you guys like it. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. So my people from Zimbabwe, España, Puerto Rico, USA. Let me know what's up. Let me know what's up. So let's do this, folks. Let's try this out. Let's try this out, folks. I'm trying to make this fancy for you guys. Very fancy. So let's see. I'm going to take down the mic for a second because I need both hands. Welcome, Mohammed Rubel. Welcome. I'm going to put something on the screen here, folks, and I hope you guys like it. I hope. It's going to be a play-by-play 3D graphic. And we'll see how it works. If it works. If you all like it or don't like it, you know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to put it on the screen here. It's going to be a little bit small because I have a very big cranium. And it's going to be on top of the screen here, folks. So you're going to see this now. Take a look. Take a look, folks. So it's going to be a play-by-play. When the game starts back, we're going to see it. So hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. So we'll see how it goes. I will probably try to make it a little bit bigger. So I'll probably put it a little lower down here, folks. As you can see. As you can see. Or maybe not see, I don't know. And we'll try it out. We'll try it out. We'll try it out and see. So folks in the chat, Kingly, everybody, Fazela, Lifa, welcome. Do you all want to hear the Nigel Rojas song at halftime? Let me know. Let me know if you guys want to hear it. Let me know if you guys want to hear it, folks, because I will play it for you guys. I will play this from Nigel Rojas. I will play it for a couple minutes, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's see. It's in there. I'm going to play it. So in a couple seconds, I'm going to play that song, folks. So please, in the chat, local artists, I know you guys like your music. It's a song that you heard at the intro. Ashraful Islam. Kingly, everybody give me a thumbs up if you all want to hear the song, folks, at Halftime Entertainment. I'm going to play it from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. And it's a beautiful song. You like, listen, folks, I was genuinely blown away by it. So in about 5 seconds, I'm going to play it, folks. And you could let me know in the meantime what you all think about the game so far. So take a listen, folks. Nigel Rojas, Sun Syndicate, champions.
champion, champion. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine, 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 shine. Oh, oh, oh. We gonna shine, we gonna shine. Oh, we gonna shine, we gonna shine. Oh, so lies the prize. That's the secret. Heart makes a pact. Plan to keep it. Destined to rise. Undefeated. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. Stay the course till the battle's won. A winner's work is never done. Confident till we reach the sun. We gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. Remember, always be focused. Ignore comments from detractors. We got to make them respect us. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. If you really wanna reach the top, we gotta push, don't never stop. Negative is a bitter crop. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine. We gonna shine. Negativity can't defeat us. Don't let bad vibes come between us. Always have faith in our leaders. We gonna shine. Shot. Shoot for the stars with pride. Victory can't be denied. All together side by side. We gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine, we gonna shine. We are true champions. Play hard and have fun. Destined for number one. We gonna shine, we gonna shine. Oh, 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 we gonna shine.
All right, folks, and we're back. There was a little bit of delay there, but I hope you guys like the song there. So on the screen here, the players are coming back out. I did load up this kind of map on the screen here, play-by-play, which should show you guys some cool graphics on the screen. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm trying to make it at least a little bit bigger for you guys. So hopefully you guys could see that. So it's a play-by-play. So if there's any delays and so on, you guys can see it. And I am trying to set up the TikTok live for everybody here as well. So the players are coming back out. Bono and his men with a great save in the first half, folks. So we're back. I hope you guys are hearing me okay. I hope you guys like the song at halftime. So let me try to load up this TikTok here really quickly, folks. For the people who are asking for it. It does chew up a lot of battery power. I realize I have to use my this device here because it was not working really well with when I tried to use the other app. So there we go, folks. There we go. My hair is a little bit all over the place, so forgive me in advance. What am I pressing here, folks? What am I pressing? So there we go. So my hair is a little bit all over the place, folks. So I want to get the EXTV logo in there. So like I said, folks, we're back. I'm setting up the TikTok while we're talking, folks. Wow, there's filters. What is all this? I don't know. Folks, I'm trying to set this up, folks, but it's I'm not really much of a TikTok guy. But, I have a lot of viewers out there. We have a lot of content. You could see the little... So I'm going to go live here. I have to add a title. Wow, this is crazy. So we're back, folks. All the players are coming back out into the pitch. I hope you guys like the halftime song and you all grab your little drink or whatever. And I'm trying to... It's giving me a little bit of a hard time. I think because my phone is restarting. It's running a little bit slow. So I will set this up. In case you're wondering what I'm doing off to the side there, it's because I'm trying to set it up. So the French players are coming back out there, lining up on the pitch. I have no audio on my rush feed, so I want to make sure my clock is correct. Undefeated. That's probably some spam, folks. I'm sorry. So let's see. The players are out on the pitch. Deschamps and his men. Let's see. Oh, that's why. I just saw what happened. So the players are coming out. So we have a couple seconds. I could set this TikTok up, folks, and make sure everything's okay. And let's see. I just have to add a title, and we're in. We are in. Why is they're asking me for filters? I don't know. It's normal. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to put filters for you guys. So I'm just adding a title here. If it would let me. It's not letting me do that. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. It's asking me to take a photo. My gosh. Why is it giving me such a hard time? So the game is about to kick off. I'll set up the live in a while. So, both players facing off like an NFL match. I think they're going to do the rugby thing. I can't get any audio. So we're back. We are back into the second half, folks. I'm making sure my clock is okay. And once again, France doing that PSG rugby type of tactic. And where they kick the ball up the pitch. It's very aggressive. So we're back. 0, France 0, Morocco 0. So I'm fixing my titles on the TikTok here for my people. For my people who are asking for this. France versus Morocco. That's my Mortal Kombat voice. France versus Morocco. Morocco wins. So France are going to come out on the front foot just like they did in the first half. I hope I'm spelling this correctly. Right, there we go. Oh my gosh, this is hard, man. I need somebody to help me out with this. All right, so I'm setting up the titles. France, as expected, coming out on the attack. I'm trying to... Okay, I think we're good there. So we're going to start. There we go. I think the TikTok is finally loading, folks. So we're live now on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Leslie Mons has followed. Morocco is really missing their number 11. Who's the number 11 again, Nigel? Remind me. My football analyst in the chat. You guys are my football analysts, folks. It's not just me talking. We're fully going to engage. So welcome people in the TikTok live. I didn't get to set this up in the first half. So people who are joining us, we're here at EXTV Studios. And I'm just trying to fix this so you guys could see me okay. I think we're okay now. So if you see me looking at different screens, France 0, Morocco 0. Morocco saving a penalty. France creating all the chances, but Morocco playing exactly kind of how you'd expect them to play. With a counter-attack here, thrusting to the middle. They're probably going to go wide here, folks. This could be a chance of Morocco. Are they going to cut back? Brahim Diaz in the box, whipping it in. Not well crossed, folks. And like I said before, France are the strongest team in this tournament, but I've seen teams, if you are able to get at them, you can cause them problems. I saw Norway with a lot of their subs cause some problems. Norway running into the box, they're trying to cause some problems, showing no fear. Brahim Diaz probably should have taken that shot one time, but France doing enough to kind of clear that down. And this is where France could be dangerous on the counter-attack. So people in the TikTok, Cutie Boop, welcome. I hope you guys are hearing me okay. If I look a little bit disheveled, it's because I'm still recovering from the Argentina game. And I hope you guys are seeing the play-by-play on the screen. Are you guys seeing the play-by-play on the screen? I'm going to try to load it up, folks. Let's see if I can do this really well. I don't know if it's even working. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. So I hope you guys are seeing it on the screen there, folks. So like I said, I did it at halftime. K2 Boop. The YouTube stream is live, but there's a lot of action. I didn't have a lot of help today. It's me alone in the studio. And so let me know. QT, Lenny Carrera. I thought you were streaming. I did stream the full 90 on YouTube. So on YouTube, it said streaming. TikTok, it took me forever to get here, folks, which is something in Trinidad and Tobago. So I hope you guys are seeing the graphic on the screen, and I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys enjoy it, folks. I hope you guys enjoy it. So, France trying to get the counter-attack there, but they were way offside. So a lot of actions, folks. A lot of action going on. France getting a penalty in the first half, which I think was a little bit dubious. People in the TikTok. I'm seeing L joined. A couple of people joined. So, oh, damn, yeah. Gotta follow. Yeah, so I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook as well. And, so whatever you missed, you could go back there. But, you could stay in as well. Be sure to drop those likes. The last time we weren't paying attention and the little kid was in the studio came on the screen and TikTok detected it. So oh my God, they give you all these bans. I was drinking chocolate milk and they said it was a dangerous substance. So yeah, Kev, make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube as well. We have a lot of different content, not just watch-alongs. Kone on the floor, folks. Kone's on the floor. And like I said, folks who are looking at the YouTube, let me know if you all like this. Kravex has just joined. So hit that like button, folks. Like. And the platinum is starting to come off, folks. So I'll probably do it. And let me know what you're thinking. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the comments. Oh, yeah, him. Okay. Siabri is his name. Correct. Let me know if you all like the 3D sort of play-by-play thing. Let me just nick it a little bit. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing. Good job, Andre. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger, and it's not doing that. Okay, I don't know why that's happening, but I'll fix that in a little while. So, well, you can see the play-by-play. I'm trying to adjust the window while we're on screen, folks, and I'm getting a hard time. So people on TikTok, Scorpio Queen, Cute Girls has joined, Jay. So everybody, if you're looking at the game on TikTok, we're live on YouTube and Twitch as well, and Facebook. So we have a lot more stuff on there as well, graphics on screen and so on, the scoreline. And everybody else, if you're in here, just let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Who do you think is going to win? Are you supporting this team? Are you on neutral? And don't forget to like and subscribe. Scorpio Queen, well, thank you for joining. And I'd like to ask everybody in the TikTok chat right now to be sure. Let me know if you're hearing me okay, because I disconnect the mics. And also, be sure to give me a follow on some hearts in there, because TikTok has been giving me all sorts of weird things. I drank chocolate milk. The little boy came on the stream last time, and we got a little bit of a ban. So we have viewers all over the world and all those things. So Morocco, folks, they are taking it to France. They are taking it to France. Thanks for that update, Nigel Pierre. I know you guys know your stuff. So Morocco, not afraid to take on France, but no clear chances in this entire half. So I'm going to just fix something on my screen here, folks. So TikTok people, everybody else, I want to get my followers up, folks. We're going to try to get to 1,000. Let's get to 1,000. I'm not a girl. I don't wear bikinis. I'm not going to get 1 million likes. I have to give you guys good information. I have to give you all some good commentary, and, that's how it goes. So Morocco with a corner, folks. Morocco with a corner. I'm still on the screen here, folks. I'm just fixing something. I don't know why this is happening. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think I fixed it. So it's going to look a lot better now, folks. It's the play-by-play on the screen. Folks, let me know what you think about the play-by-play on the screen. Morocco with a short corner kick. It looks like they're a couple seconds ahead from what I'm seeing here. But, I'm trying to keep it cool for you guys. So there's a play-by-play to my left. So those of you who can't get a live feed, I'm trying to keep you guys updated. Let me try to give you guys a good look at my EXTV studios. Let me see if I can raise this up. So welcome, Christopher. Is that you? There was another Christopher, and I thought it was somebody else, and I don't know anymore. I can't really keep up with these things. So I'm trying to do this thing, folks. Trying to do this thing. People saying they like the EXTV logo. So there we go. So last stream, folks, 11,000 views. My platinum is coming off, yes, folks. But like I said, I have no horse in this race. This is the big boy part of the tournament. France are doing a lot of combination plays, as you can see. Let me know what you all think about the YouTube stream. And I added a play-by-play 3D widget. So I hope you guys are liking it. Dembele out wide. So my widget is maybe about 5 seconds ahead of the TV that I'm looking at. So I could see into the future, folks. The future. France are crying for a lot of penalties, to be honest, folks. This could be a counter-attack for Morocco. Going down that right side. This is where Morocco can be dangerous, folks. For the entire tournament, they may not have been scoring a lot of goals, but they're not afraid to be on the counter-attack. France pumping up their players on the sideline. We have a proper game, folks. I see some likes there. Prediction. I gave some predictions on a TikTok video. But I think, France, the way how France plays, I think they may edge it. I think France may edge. I think France has enough to eventually get some half chance or get a counter-attack. But I would say this. I'm watching at 53:46. My live television feed is 53:42. So you're in the future, cutie boop. Nibble's son has joined. Wow. Is that Liana has joined? Rishi Lakshmi has joined. Everybody in the TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Live. It's different on YouTube, folks. You get a lot more content on YouTube, a lot of graphics on screen. We have a 3D play-by-play. We have the QR code. We have the SofaScore updates. I hope you guys are liking it. So everybody, let me know your thoughts. And like I said, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. TikTok people, make sure and follow and drop those hearts and share with your friends because we are doing giveaways. I took off the other mic. This mic is for the YouTube feed. So Morocco, once again, winning the ball in midfield, but France winning it back. And I said, folks, this is where you don't want France. Kylian Mbappé outside. Shot on goal. Well saved by Bono. Bono has already saved a penalty in this game. And I think, folks, as further along as this game goes, the longer France take the score, the more comfortable it will be for Morocco. Morocco is very okay with this. Hayden has joined. Let's see. So my prediction, I still think France have enough to get through. But as the game goes by, let's say it goes to extra time. Let's say it goes that far. I think Morocco might be favored. But France do have options to bring on. They do have Bakola. And, Morocco have been doing a pretty decent job of stopping, the wide play and Olise on the wings. Already having a penalty, which I don't think it was a penalty, folks. I really don't think it was a penalty. I really don't think so. That was saved. So we'll see. We'll see, folks. Like I said, I hope you guys like the graphic on the screen. So Olise coming in here. This could be... Wow, Mbappe! This is where they're dangerous. You allow these guys to connect for one moment. And Mbappe hitting the ball over the bar, folks. So Mbappe, he's the kind of guy, he missed a penalty. Olise, he loves that through ball, folks. I've seen him do this but he was offside. So if it went in, but Olise... I mentioned this before the tournament started. I think Olise is that missing link for France. Everybody talks about Mbappe and Dembele and these guys. But that creative guy in midfield that could take players on. And I think if you could kind of shut him down, he does have the ability to be confident on the ball and find those gaps, just like that moment ago there. So France going down that left side, which is the right side of the defense. They want to cut back on that foot. Mbappe is going to cut back on his left foot. Dembele does the opposite on the other side. They love to cut back in and swing those curling balls in. So, France, Mbappe shrugging off Hakimi. Maybe some PSG resentment. Hakimi giving him back a shove there. And that's a game, folks. Folks who don't like that, you all need to play some real football. So, big boy, I see Where's Ali? Welcome back, Where's Ali? Where's Ali always coming to my rescue? So, folks, you're going to laugh at me last time. The stream got in, the TikTok feed got in trouble because there was a little guy who was a guest here. He came with the Empress. And, we were doing our post-match talk and he came up to the screen and TikTok detected, his age. We didn't even know that. So, so many things. We're always getting these strange bans. So, the likes and follows. So, France... trying to turn it up a little bit. Mbappe turning on the skill. But I don't think in terms of headers, France will be okay. And of course, clearly, Morocco are playing for the counter-attack. So let's see here. Excellent ball in here. And Mbappe showing his skill there. And that's the thing about France, folks. You just need to give them one moment. Teams like France, Argentina, Spain, they just need one moment. I think if Morocco gets that lethal number 9 striker, they'll be crazy. And folks, a lot of you don't know this, but Yamal was eligible to play for Spain. Yes, I see you really liking it up, and I appreciate that. It helps. And there's some very out-of-timing people that were trying to report the stream. But the last time it was our fault. The little guy ran onto the screen. So like I said, share with your friends, all your people on WhatsApp. Let me know what's going on. And I hope you guys like, on the people looking at the YouTube and Facebook, you're going to get a field day with the graphics and all this stuff on the screen. I hope you guys like it. I'm seeing some comments. Let me read it very quickly. John Madaka, Morocco must take the game. Correct. I'm seeing Leslie Munz has followed. So we're seeing a lot of people joining in as well. And I hope you guys like the play-by-play on the screen. Nigel PM, Morocco is really missing the 11. Okay, so we're keeping the chat on both things here. So let me just load it back up here. So XG, of course, France is 2. That's expected goals, folks, for the statisticians. And Morocco, 0.6. They have not gotten a clear shot on goal. And that's the thing, folks. Morocco, Egypt, and people, if you look at AFCON, because I do, it really helps. It really helps. So Christopher and everybody else, share with people, share with Lisel and everybody else. Get them to like and drop their comments. We are doing some giveaways. Christopher, you may end up winning the prize. So, make sure and share it with your people. Everybody in the chat as well, drop your comments. I've seen Where's Ali? He's a regular as well. And we had a couple people in here really supporting the channel. So, France getting a handball. I think no. So, it's whipped in. I still think. So, I think Mbappe. My feed is a couple seconds ahead. So, Kylian Mbappe cutting in. And it's a goal. France, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe has scored, folks. And he scored the goal. He always scores. Let me make sure I get the score correct this time. So, France won. So, Kylian Mbappe scoring a goal, folks. Scoring a goal for France. Are they looking at it? What's going on? What are they looking at? So, Morocco are pleading their case for something here. They're pleading their case. A goal by Kylian Mbappe. And we kind of saw it coming, folks. So, I just saw... Oh, I'm blocking his subscribers. Histam Haida has liked. Welcome. So Kylian Mbappe has scored. And we kind of saw that coming. Kylian Mbappe, look at this. I spoke about this earlier. He cuts in. Look at that. He cuts in and he takes that shot with his right foot. That's what he does. He loves that shot, folks. And for a defender, it's well beaten Bono. So he may not have beaten him from the spot, but he scored that goal. So Kylian Mbappe, folks, as expected. Who will be surprised? I'm seeing Pirit Raj has liked. So Where's Ali and everybody else? Hit some shares, folks. Hit some shares. And I'm seeing the likes flying in. And Angel Dominguez has joined. And people in the TikTok as well. The last Facebook live stream got 11,000. I think 12,000 and growing. The highest one we got so far was 38,000. That's crazy. So they're making some substitutions now. My graphic is a couple seconds ahead. They were protesting. So Mbappe pumping up the crowd there, folks. And let's be honest, the momentum of the game, France were creating. And now it's Morocco. How do Morocco respond? Let's see. I'm seeing the comments flying in here, folks. So I'm seeing Rahimi coming on and Amarbat. So I'm seeing Kingsley, the dictator, Mbappe. I'm glad Saliba not playing because it will be much worse for France. So yes, it's 1-0. I know Kingsley supporting France, the dictator, which is hilarious. So there's some substitutions. Amrabat and Rahimi coming on. And let's see who's coming off. I didn't see there. So Morocco doing the same tactic as well. It's interesting because what it does is it supposedly applies pressure on the opposition team. So we're 61 minutes in. And France are now ahead. And of course, who did you expect? Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe has scored, folks. So we're going to have to see how Morocco responds. They're going to have to attack now. And it's probably going to be, is it going to be like the last time they played each other in the 2022 World Cup, or are we going to see a surprise? My predictions, I did say in my predictions, I think France are going to go through. Mbappe is on the floor. So we can see how that's going. And I'm just paying attention to the chat here. I've seen Samaru A has joined. I see Chris is liking up the chats. I really appreciate that. And be sure to share them as well, folks. So everybody's in here before the follow as well. We were doing really well before the World Cup. So I'm seeing the comments flying in, folks. They are flying in. Bono saved a penalty. Now when France scores, the goal will be Mbappe's response. Yep, that's the thing. It's almost like yesterday with Messi. Messi had his penalty saved. These keepers are great now, folks. I'm seeing subscribers coming in here. So MD Jahidul Islam Jahid has liked. Welcome. Let me know where you guys are from. A lot of people from all over the world here, folks. So Mbappe getting fouled here. It was a hard tackle. He's kind of rolling around. He has been doing that a lot this tournament, folks. So Issa Diop fouling him. It was a proper foul. Deserved yellow card. So France, my graphic on the screen is faster than my stream. So Josedi has joined. So everybody else, let me know y'all watching this game. If y'all are watching the game. So Mbappe is doing it again, folks. He's doing it again. He's very talented, great goal scorer, the dictator. I am the dictator. Kylian. I spent some time in Paris. So Olise dropping deep. So this is where the game is going to open up, folks. Morocco is going to have to be very careful. They can't open up too much because then France will tear them apart on the counter-attack. Absolutely tear them apart. So they're going to have to be very careful. It's very similar to the Argentina game where you have this dilemma. Do you attack? Do you not attack? Let me know. So Mbappe is now on top with 8. Messi is with 8. Haaland is with 7. Kane is with 7. What we are seeing, it's almost like defense is dead in these tournaments, folks. I actually think, somebody raised that point to me yesterday. Do you think these guys would have scored so much goals back in the 90s? And I don't think so. I think the fouls were a bit more rigid. The defenders were allowed to do a lot more. So I'm seeing Mati Justice has followed. And a lot of people are following as well. So I really appreciate it. Chat is going crazy, folks, and I love it. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. So yeah. And do you guys chat? Do you guys like the graphic on the screen? Let me know. Do you guys like the play-by-play graphic on the screen, or do you want me to take it down? So I'm seeing some people messaging as well here. I'm seeing people asking about the stream. And I can do it. So I'm forwarding it to some people. I'm telling them I'm live. So, Kylian Mbappé, the dictator of Les Bleus. He has scored the goal. Excellent goal, by the way. And like I said, all it takes is one chance. And Dembele has scored, folks. So clearly, my TV stream is delayed by at least 60 seconds. Because Dembele with a goal, folks, taking on his man, and I think this may be the end. And look at that. A brilliant finish by Dembele. Is this the end for Morocco? Is this the end? 2-0. Dembele with a low shot beating Bono. And I think once this game opened up, they were going to score. But folks, we've been watching football a long time now. We have been watching football a long time. I don't think Morocco has enough in terms of their finishing to get back into this game. But you never know. So the French, once you score that first goal, it was going to open up the game, folks. Once you score that first goal. Make sure my mic is okay. Yeah. Sennheiser's force, in case you're wondering. So, Cutie Bop, let me know. Like I said, forward with your friends. So it is now 2-0, folks. 66 minutes in. Morocco are now in a massive, they have a massive mountain to climb now, folks. And I think, honestly, my prediction was correct. Bono did get a hand on it, but Dembele hitting a low shot. I felt as if Bono could have maybe done a little bit better, but the swerve on the ball, folks, if anybody has played football. So he's saying it's home time for Morocco. Let's see. Let's see, folks. France are once again showing their favorites tag. And the usual guys scoring. I don't think Morocco has enough to come back into this game, folks. I don't think they do. I think they are lacking that number 9. And I think when they attack now, it's just this game now plays perfectly into France. So Big Boy has joined. Everybody, is France going home? I mean, Morocco going home? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I personally think that the game now, we have the hydration break. So, like I said, so folks, let me know what you think about the graphics on the screen. You all like it? So Kingley saying, let's go France. Everybody in the chat as well. I have to look at all the multiple streams here as well. So Kingley is saying, let's go France. Yes, I really see that. So people in the chat, do you like the play-by-play widget? Are you all okay with that? Do you think it's cool? I'm always trying to give you all lots of information on screen. This is not just some kind of old talk stream, but, you know, we do have a lot of data. Old talk in Trinidad and Tobago means banter for the foreigners as well. So Shaquille has joined. Bobby has joined. Everybody, who are you all supporting? And we're also live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. And when you go on those streams, folks, when you follow here and follow me, as well, Extra Time TV as well, you will automatically qualify. Same thing for the YouTube and so on. For a chance to win a jersey, club or country, or a copy of EA FC 27 when it comes on. We already had 2 winners already, folks. Mark Molino and Gregory. So, let's see. We have Jono So Sleaze. that's a game. Panka, Reynald Sobers, Blaze has joined. So let me know your predictions, folks. Let me know your predictions as well. So Dembele scoring and Kylian Mbappé scoring. Can Morocco come back, folks? That is the question. That is the question, folks. So people in the Facebook Live and so on, I'm saying Kingsley, France will win the World Cup, mark my words. Well, it's hard to disagree with you, Kingsley. It is very hard to disagree with you. I'm seeing Rupesh Shestra has liked the live. Let me just put the alerts up a little bit. I'm rearranging while we're doing this, folks. And I hope you guys like the play-by-play on the side of the screen, folks. I hope you guys like it. So France, I think, like I said, folks, they're having the hydration break. I think this just plays into France's favor now because Morocco are going to have to attack. And France thrive on the counter-attack, folks. They thrive on the counter-attack. You have Dembele, Olise, and Mbappe. These guys are at their best when you counter-attack. And like I said in my match preview, you can head over to TikTok afterwards and check out my predictions. Cherry Coco has joined that I think in the end, France always were the favorites in this one. Morocco needed to score first, and I said the longer it took for France to score, it would play in Morocco's favor. But Morocco clearly played a defensive style of play, and were trying to get on the counter-attack, but they don't have that number 9 to finish. And I think France just have way too much options in the attacking area versus Morocco. And I think, this may be the end of the road for Morocco. Get some shockers in the World Cup, so France better score 2 more for good measure. Yeah, correct. You are right. So Zaire Emery is coming on for France. And I don't know who's coming on. So folks in YouTube as well, do you like the play-by-play? On the screen to my... Let me know if you guys like that. Let me know how it's looking. So Zaire Emery is coming on. France could probably kind of tighten things up. He's coming on for Kone in the midfield. So we'll see how that goes. And like I said, folks, this World Cup has been a marathon, not a sprint. So, how will Morocco react? People in the chat, how will Morocco react? People, YouTube, Twitch. Are we going to see a crazy comeback? I can't see it, folks. I can't see it. But do you think they're going to have a comeback? We've seen crazier things. Maybe a tactical adjustment. Maybe something that Morocco changes. Something. Let me know. So I see Dell has joined. Everybody else has joined. Seeing the comments here as well. Candice blasted France. So Rupesh Shestra, welcome. So in the multi-stream. So like I said, folks, let me know if you all like the play-by-play on top. If you all like it, let me know how it looks. And if you all okay with it. So, Morocco do have that pace, but France are doing enough to shut them down. So let's see what tactical approach Morocco are going to do. Like I said, folks, this now plays into the French team's strengths. Because Morocco now, you're on the verge of being knocked out. You are going to have to attack. Folks. So, and France could just sit back and counter-attack. But you can't get at the French defense, folks. But then the other area is, just like Spain, even if you get in there, Morocco doesn't really have those finishers, folks. They have talented wide players. And I think, this may be a leg too far for them, folks. This may be a leg too far. So, a lot of people are theorizing it's going to be France versus Spain, I think, if that's how the bracket is set up. Of course, we still have the other games to see how that goes. So I'm seeing some notifications there. I'm seeing Robin Chowdhury has liked. Candice, I can't see them coming back. I can't see it either. It's very difficult to see them coming back. And people in the chat, let me know what you think about the play-by-play I have on top here. So it was a bit of a splice clearance by Upamecano. And if you're Morocco, you're just going to have to go for it, folks. You're just going to have to go for it. It's as simple as that. You're just going to have to go for it. So Morocco with a corner. I could see Morocco maybe creating some chances, and then France picking them off in the end. But let's see, folks. I'm a neutral in this. So two great teams, but I think France do have more offensively, especially in the finishing area. So whipped in. An interesting cross. This guy, terrible control. Terrible control. If you're Morocco and you're the coach, you're going to be very mad and a bit frustrated with that, because now it gives France a chance to get a bit of a breather and probably kill this game off. So France is not the kind of team that are going to slow the game down. So Morocco are going to have to go for it, folks. Genesis has joined. Hi, Genesis. I am not using my DJI mics today because I just didn't have time to do that. So let's see what Morocco are going to do. So El Quadi has come on and Yassine. So they're using their subs. And, Morocco are pressing relentlessly. And like I said, folks, this plays into the French team's favor. They are at their best when they're counter-attacking, folks. They are at their best. So far, every test that France has faced in the World Cup, they have passed. So, they were favorites before the tournament. And it's looking that way. So comments coming in. Candice. No, Kingley, they're not winning nothing. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Folks, drop some comments. People in the TikTok, in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, let me know what you think about the play-by-play on the screen. And Infantino, I don't know how he does this. I guess it's private jet and FIFA money. So Mani has joined. So like I said, folks, I'm seeing TikTok. Some comments in his live were filtered to protect the community experience. I'm seeing Andy has joined. Is that Andy, my brother Andy, or random Andy? I can't see. So like I said, folks, I have to do the TikTok this way because it works better. I wasn't getting all the little reports. And like I said, be sure to follow us. John has joined. 10K, bro. Let's go. Yes. That's great. I love it. So now, forward it to people, folks. Keep forwarding it. We want to get to 1,000 followers. 1,000 followers on TikTok. You can see the subscription goal on the screen there. So on YouTube, we're doing great. Well, subscriptions and viewership has gone up. And of course, like, subscribe, share, do your predictions. Let me know who you think is going to win. And you automatically qualify for a chance to win prizes, folks. A jersey of your choice, football jersey, club or country. And a copy of EAFC 27 when it comes out. So keep it coming, folks. We want to get to that. Give your comments, thoughts, and suggestions. We want to hear it. So Jim Pilgrim has joined. And folks, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let me know what you think. Where's Ali? Where are you? Where are you, Ali? So France, I think Mbappe is on the floor. France has been doing a lot of... Mbappe, as great as he is, he did get some stick for being theatrical. Of course, he's using all his experience here to kind of take the venom out of the game here. So he's using his experience here. And this is, as a French, I think the Moroccans would have probably done the same thing. So you can't be mad. So he looks completely unaffected. I mean, you could see he's okay. He's literally just sitting on the floor and saying, hey, let's just kind of kill things off. And, that's part of the game, folks. You can't be mad at players for doing this. This is all part of the game. Shout out, where's Ali? Shout out my friend Nirad. Okay, all right. So where's Ali? So I want to say a big shout out to Nirad. Let me know where you are, where you're watching the game. I appreciate your support. So thank you so much. So Nirad, where's Ali? Said, hey, and myself, everyone at EXTV, a big shout out to you. Let me know who you're supporting and where you're watching. So Kylian is coming off. So where's Ali? Thank you. Big Boy has joined. And I'm seeing some people asking. So Mbappe is coming off, Greg. So yep. I mean, I think it's done and dusted. I think France, this is totally structured for France now. I can't see them, really blowing this. Barcola is coming on. France thrives on the counter-attack with these players. So now that they got those 2 goals, from the moment they got that first goal, I knew it was done. Morocco needed to score that goal. They played that counter-attacking football, which I think was always never going to work against France. Because I don't think Morocco had that guy to finish. While you have Hakimi and those guys on the wings, I did say it in my prediction. I think France just has a little bit too much in the end. Even though Morocco will give them a fight. So every test they've gotten so far, Les Bleus. Maleta is on to it, yeah, correct. So where's Ali? So yes, folks. So everybody as well, be sure to follow. We want to get to that 1,000 mark. And share with your friends. Share this with all your friends. People in Facebook, YouTube as well. So we're in the 77th minute. I have to really pace my voice, folks. So France with a counter-attack. You see, this is where they're dangerous. Clearly, my rush feed is like at least 60 seconds behind because FOTMOB is a couple seconds ahead. SofaScore is a couple seconds ahead. And, you know, I don't understand why. So France, I think, doing enough to kill this game off. What can Morocco do, folks? We've seen crazy games, folks. You can't turn the TV off. I can't see it with Morocco for my tactical reasons, but we've seen crazier things, folks. People in the chat, do you think that they're going to come back? Sharky Dyer has joined. Can Morocco come back in this game? Do France look like the real deal? I think we knew that before the tournament started. I think, you know, the only way to really, if you try to go toe-to-toe with France, which few teams can, it's very difficult. And that's why I kind of understood why Paraguay played the way they played. They obviously can't keep up with them, so they played a compact game. A bit of a cross there. This could be something here, but France doing enough just to keep the ball out. Morocco with a bit of a half chance, and this is where France could spring a counter-attack. And a corner conceded for Morocco here, folks. So like I said, my TV live feed is, I think, at least maybe 20 seconds behind. Like I said, France, every time Morocco attacks, France counter-attacks. This is what France wants. So unless Dembele can get a goal very quickly, Angel Rose has joined, welcome. Spain can go toe-to-toe with France. I think where Spain and Argentina have a slight counter to France is that they're both very good at keeping possession. And if Argentina can, if they want to, they can get physical. Spain are very good at keeping possession. But I do think, I'm seeing Greg saying Digicel is glitching. My God, I don't know what to say, Greg. They're trying to piss us off. So yeah, welcome, Angel Rose. Mikey, I think you're right about Spain. I think Spain and Argentina have that sort of style. You know, so France are probably going to have to go at those teams and make sure that they don't get lengths of possession. So a cross in for France here. But not really amounting to anything. So Morocco, we're in the 80th minute. Some people are maybe about 60 seconds ahead. Some people are behind. So let me know your predictions, folks. Let me know your predictions. We're also live on YouTube. We have a lot of cool graphics and so on YouTube you can check out as well. We have the 3D play-by-play, the clock, the QR code, the latest news. And like I said, usually after the game, I do spend a bit of 5-minute talks after the game. We will be having our previews. Usually James and I do it, but it's been very difficult to do all of them, but we're trying our best. We will be trying to do match previews and reactions after the game. Some Morocco remontada. Let's see. So Morocco on the attack. I could easily see Morocco going for that first goal and then conceding a third maybe. So France not clearing it very well, folks. Upamecano. I always pronounce that wrong sometimes. So Talibi. Morocco are trying to apply pressure, but I think France are just going to put numbers in the box and counter-attack. They have the players to do it. Belgium will sit back and soak pressure. Yep, they will. I think they will, and I think they have players that could cause it. I think people are sleeping on Belgium, Greg. I think they're sleeping on Belgium. I think Belgium could be a problem. I'm not saying they're going to win. I mean, in my predictions, I said they're going to win. So in the stats, when Mbappe scored, the ball speed was 77 kilometers per hour, spin rate. Now, folks, that smart ball, I was one of the first persons to bring a smart ball to Trinidad and Tobago. And guess what? Trinidad and Tobago football didn't like it. Because they're backward. Because, I don't know. So Hakimi, with a corner here. Can they create something? Whipped in. Not a corner, sorry, a free kick. The ball is bubbling around in the box. And I don't think, just kind of like Spain when they were playing Portugal, they don't really have that number 9. You know, where you have that little killer instinct. Yeah, I know we have a lot of false nines these days. Players that are dynamic. But sometimes you need a good old-fashioned striker who knows where to position himself. Morocco trying to create something, but France closing them off. Hakimi looks like he's down. Possibly getting a free kick. Now, folks, remember all these seconds, it adds a little bit extra to extra time. So sometimes it's also strategic. So it's a little 20 seconds here, things like that. So preaching to the choir. It might go to extra time. Is that Spain, Belgium? Yeah, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Belgium. I think Belgium, they may not be the golden generation, but I think they're a good team. So Morocco, 82nd minute. Hakimi with a free kick. Can they make something of it? Let's see. Very slow. Shot on goal. Not well saved by my guy. And now a throw in. Folks. By the way, folks, the people on YouTube, do you like the play-by-play graphic on the screen, folks? Let me know if you guys like it. I'm trying to give you all as much information as possible. So Morocco knocking on the door. And France just need to hold off maybe, let's say, 7 plus... Chat, do you think how much extra time? 5, 7, 10? I think it may be minimum 7. So my gun, who has his dodgy moments in Syria, but he's been great for France for this tournament so far, coming up with some crucial saves, taking over for Lloris. Morocco are going to fight you to the end, folks. They are going to fight you to the end. So a corner for Morocco. And, of course, I'm seeing here on my thing, it's a little bit ahead. So Koundé fixing the armband for my guy, who's the captain. But not threatening. Not threatening as well. So I'm a couple seconds behind, clearly. So Philip Young has joined. A lot of jostling and bustling in the box here. Hakimi whipping it in. And heading it to the side netting. I do think Morocco has some decent headers of the ball. I think so. But I think, the French defense doing well to just usher him wide. And I think, I think this may be a done deal. So Morocco making their last substitution. I think that was their last substitution. So Talbi is coming off. And Sibai is coming on. This is it, folks. Go big or go home. You can't hold back anything now. What is that movie? Can you all tell me this movie is coming? It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it works out. That's such a cliche thing to say. So Johnny has joined. I've seen Daniela Suarez invite to co-host. I've never done that before, so I'm not going to do that. So Morocco are going to have to go for it, folks. This is a team. You might as well go for it now, folks. You might as well go for it. You can't really hold back now. Because, if you hold back because you don't want to concede a goal. And that's the trick, folks. That's why that Argentina comeback was crazy. Because, they conceded the second goal because they were chasing an equalizer. And then they were 2-0 down. And, to get those 3 goals back, it's not easy. Just like France did in the last World Cup. Just like Belgium did against, was it Senegal, I think? So they're going to have to go for it. They don't have that Lukaku-type player or that number 9 in the box to at least get the ball in there. So France are going to try to, kill things off, going down the wings. Classic France cut in. And this could be number 3 for France. Wow, what a terrible shot by Olise. Terrible shot. You thought somebody with his talent would bury that. So let's see. I'm seeing some notifications coming in there. Oops, what am I doing? So Kingsley, watch and see the reality, Candice. They are a good team. Argentina can't even stop Mbappe. Oh, I'm seeing some little back and forth here. Of course. Morocco must take the game. So we'll see, folks. So Koundé is coming off. I'm seeing some notifications popping up here. Kingsley, goal. So clearly you guys are ahead of me. So I'm clearly 60 seconds behind on my Rush feed. So folks, that's Rush Sports for you. I don't know why that's happening and why they're doing that. But I don't know if it's a reproduced feed. So I think I'm guessing France scored. You guys are from the future. The future. And I saw this coming. Olise with a lot of skill in the midfield. Getting the ball out wide. And what's happening here? Who scored? Because I'm not seeing a goal here. Somebody scored. Somebody's saying goal in the chat. Are you guys trying to mess with me? Because I'm not seeing a goal anywhere in any of my feeds. So, what's happening? I'm guessing this is the 3rd goal here. Is this number 3? Oh, great save. So, was it a shot? What's going on? Talk to me, folks. Talk to me. So, corner Dembele. So, it's a miss. So, clearly, France applying the pressure here. I'm just going to look at what I'm seeing here, folks. That's all I can do. So Mbappe, the détecteur, les bleus. He's icing his ankle. Is that Mbappe? He's young, man. He'll regenerate. The players are laughing on the sideline. Do you think it's done? I've watched football way enough to know it's not done. So somebody fooled me in the chat there and said goal. I thought it was a goal. So Jamal Redhead has joined. People trolling. Yes, they did. They trolled me. They got me. You guys got me. One of my regulars got me. I think it was an almost thing. So Morocco. I don't think Morocco is going to come back. But I've seen crazier stuff, folks. I think France are deservedly in the lead, folks. They did all the attacking, all the creating. Morocco clearly relying on the counterattacks, and I think they're trying their best to create something. But I think, that first goal opened up the gates, folks. I think if they did not concede that second goal, but they're going to have to go for it, folks. I mean, you might as well go for it and concede a third goal and just sit back and roll over. And Morocco is not a team that rolls over, folks. They will fight you to the end. I know that. These AFCON teams are very talented teams. I look at the AFCON, folks. So they're trying to get it through there. Pressure up front. Maigan trying to be very clever with the clearance to release Olise on the counter-attack, but just getting out. But, France are comfortable, folks. 20 attempts on goal, 7 on target. That says a lot. And Morocco with 4. And I think Morocco, like I said, they're deadly on the wings. They have fast players, but they don't have that guy in the middle. France has those options. And I think the era of the false 9 may have hurt teams like this. I think it's a similar situation with Spain. Cross ball in, but France doing enough. So I'm hearing the notifications flying in, folks. I'm hearing the notifications flying in. Let me take a quick read and see what's going on. So Nigel Payne, my prediction was 2-0 for France. Great. Oh, so Kingley's saying never mind. Mehdi Zara has liked, so I really appreciate that, folks. So we're approaching the 90th minute. Let's see how it goes. I am a little bit fatigued. I am trying to pace myself. After this game, I'm going to take a little bit of a rest and prepare for the next game. And then there's a game on Saturday. I don't think I could take any more of these stressful Argentina games. We'll see how that goes. I think France are going to see this out. Let's see how much extra time they're going to get. Let's see. So we're approaching the 90th minute. We're going to see how much extra time. Morocco has created no real clear chances. 6 minutes of extra time. You all think that's fair or not? I don't know. I think France are just going to see this out. But 6 minutes, folks, is a lot of time. Remember, France were dominated in the last World Cup final, and it took them 90 seconds to get back into the game. That's how cruel football is. I mean, you have to have somebody like Mbappe who will take those chances. 90 seconds changed the entire dynamic of that final the last time. So it just goes to show you could dominate the entire game and then it goes completely nuts. So I'm always of the thought process, it's not over until the whistle's blown. So the Moroccan fans looking a little bit deflated and a little bit sad here. I did have them as my dark horse to get far in the tournament. I had France, Spain, and Argentina as my top 3, along with England, 4. And Morocco was my dark horse. So, to be honest, I never had Portugal. I had them as a strong team, but I said a lot of things had to go their way. But it's very difficult to have a mature conversation when you talk about Ronaldo these days. It's just, it's kind of toxic, and I hope you guys don't buy into that. Gives you PTSD. Yes, I still had PTSD thinking about it. I still do. Greg was there. He knows that video is there. Greg is in that video as well, folks. That video did a lot for EXTV. We're seeing globally. Greg, Karen was there. James was there. And what a game, folks. What a game that was. And apparently that's the destiny of being an Argentina fan. You have to suffer. So Morocco in the box here. Can they create something? And France doing well to close it off. And, Morocco looking like I think they ran out of ideas. And you could see it. I've watched this team in AFCON. I'm not seeing the same Morocco that really wants to fight. And maybe that's a testament to how France are playing. Intelligently keeping the ball. France killing things off. Morocco are not going to like this. They're going to want possession. France keeping the ball as they should. That is the intelligent thing to do. Taking that sting and momentum out of the game there. An attack by the French. But now Morocco in possession. France pressing, trying to make sure they don't get that counter-attack. And, folks, I really think I'm not seeing anything here to indicate You know, at least in the Argentina game, you saw them creating chances. So you saw maybe they had a half chance. Is that a handball? Yeah, I think so. I think this game is slowly drifting away from Morocco. The time is running out. Trying to stop Olise there, drawing a foul. And I did say at the beginning of the tournament, folks, before the tournament, for those who follow me, I think Olise is the key for this team. I think they were missing that player in the middle. Maybe the last time around. Griezmann, folks. A lot of people sleep on Griezmann, man. Antoine Griezmann is a top player. And, you know, Mbappe gets all the flowers, as he should. But, come on, Antoine Griezmann, man. He was so perfect for France in that last World Cup. I think France having Olise. This could be number 3 for France. What a save by Bono. It would have been the nail being pushed deeper into the coffin for France. Les Bleus sending the Moroccans home. A rematch from the last World Cup. Morocco taking on him. He should have passed the ball, folks. Once again, a couple times Morocco had some moments where they could have passed the ball. I saw it in the first half with Brahim Diaz. And they keep that ball at just 1 second too long. So maybe they're mentally spent, folks. Folks, fatigue, folks. I say folks a lot. Lorena, welcome. All the Ronaldo fans were ready to abuse him. Bruno Fernandes to turn off his comments on Twitter. Oh, wow. You know, one thing I don't understand about that whole fan base thing is that it's impossible to have a calm, a long-range kind of desperate effort from Morocco. It's impossible to have a reasonable discussion with these fans. It's impossible. It's very annoying. So Lorena Ramlin, welcome, of course. Lorena's an Argentina fan, of course. A lot of people have been seeing me walking around in my jerseys. Feel free to DM me. I'll try to hook you up. I have to make sure and rest before I go to Miami. Lorena Ramdin, yes, welcome, of course. Vamos, Argentina. So we're live on TikTok, we're live on Facebook. Our streams have been doing really well. And the rewatchability of these streams are crazy. A lot of people like the reactions. We have my social media one-person team of Maria. Maria's doing a great job. And, of course, we have a lot of clippable content. This tournament is just flying by, folks. I think this game went as expected, to be honest. I just don't think Morocco has enough in the striking area. I think they are dynamic in the middle and wide areas. And from the moment France got that first goal, they were done. They were done. Bring me back on Mbappe. Of course. So let's see. Let's see, folks. So, Greg, you know I could hook you up and even get you like some super discounts. Of course, my people. You know I always look out for my people, and you all know who you are. I always try to help. So I think it's done here, folks. I think it's done and dusted. I'm seeing on some of my data stuff that it's already done. So I'm clearly 20 seconds behind. Clearly 20 seconds behind. So I think it's done. France, folks, on my stream. I'm going to go with my stream here. France, just 1 second in here. And let's see. Any extra time? And a lot of the other games, there was a lot. So France, folks, are through. France have won 2-0. The Mbappe, Kylian, the dictator, as people are calling him, sitting on the bench, 2022 part 2. We'll see, folks. We'll see. I keep telling people already talk about the finals. You have to play your next game. There's literally no guarantee until you get there. You have to get there first. That's why players break down and cry when they get to finals and lose. You know, it's so much work to get there, folks. So much work to get there. I still don't think France has really gotten a real test, though. I don't think this Morocco is as strong as the last Morocco. I think Paraguay was a test somewhat. So I'm going to take off the play-by-play now. So let's get back in there. So I have to catch up in some of the comments. So I'm seeing Marcel Balemau has joined. Oh, I didn't stop my clock, folks. My bad. I have to stop my clock. Stop the clock. Can't stop the clock. So the clock is stopped. So it's full time, folks. Français, la Bleu. 2. Morocco 0. With a goal from Kylian, the dictator, Mbappé. And Dembele, folks. Dembele. The Dembele from the last World Cup and the Dembele now are two totally different people. Two totally different people. Deschamps has clearly learned. He has fine-tuned his French team. They've always been strong. So people are saying the French have been strong now. They've been strong a while now, folks. a while now. So I'm seeing Bring Me Back Mbappe. So let's read some of the comments as well, both in the TikTok. We will spend our 5-minute chat. So Kingsley, France will win. Oh, that's I went too far back. Watch and see. Candice, they are a good team. Argentina can't win, even stop Mbappe. Nigel P. My prediction was right. 2-0 for France so far. So, yep. I see some of the messages coming in here, folks. Let's go on the multi-stream chat here. Mehdi, Zara, they have Armabet in the middle, but I don't think that's not enough. So, Mehdi, Zara, welcome, by the way, Facebook. Be sure to follow as well. Jonathan, Madaka, Chimpengo, everybody else. Tadwanshi, Chizwanza as well. France. So we'll see, folks. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I personally think this game went as expected. I really think Morocco knew this as well. They tried to play that counter-attacking style of play. But from the moment France scored, I knew it was done. Because then the game would open up. Morocco's only chance was not conceding that second goal, and they did. I think if they kind of tightened things up a little bit, and maybe it started their attacks in the 75th minute, maybe, but I think once the goals opened up for France, it was done and dusted for Morocco, who offered nothing in the final third. And when I say the final third, I have to be very careful when I say that. They didn't really, I think they got, maybe just a handful of shots as well. So we'll see. Chaotic has joined as well. So like I said, folks, I usually stay on the chat for a couple minutes. I hope you guys liked the song at halftime. A lot of people liked it. It's from Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate, and they were gracious enough. The Spotify link is below. Folks, I really like the song. You very rarely hear me promoting a song on this chat. So listen, it's something other than soca for once. There are other types of music. But back to the game. I think France are the deserved winners. I think overall they were the better team. I think they created way more chances. They took the initiative and eventually they got the chance. Morocco just simply didn't have that number. I think Spain has a similar problem to Morocco, folks, where they might possess the ball a little bit more, but they really do lack that finisher, folks. And that's where I think France has that extra gear in the attacking area. And, that's where I think France are showing that they have solutions. And Paraguay may have shown maybe that one little area that can cause problems. They can cause problems. So I'm messaging people. So Merci has joined. Just keeping an eye on all the chats here, folks. So I'm just messaging this to a couple of people. So folks, I really appreciate the support during the World Cup. Tim's has joined. People from Zimbabwe all over the place. Global, folks. So even when you're done, you can go back and look at all their live streams, their highlights, and so on. There's a highlight reel of the Argentina game, which is hilarious. I lost my voice. It actually just came back. And, I'm trying to pace myself. I'm in my casual gear today at EXTV Studios. I'm not wearing any sport gear today. And I'm just paying attention. So let's take a look at the SofaScore data here, folks. We have a partnership with them. And like I said, France are the deserved winners. It finished 2-0. Tomorrow, Spain take on Belgium. So we'll see how that goes. We'll be doing a matchup for that one. What time is that game tomorrow? That game is 3 p.m. So around the same time. So I'm going to be right here, folks. España taking on Belgium. Dino Kate has joined. And like I said, folks, who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to go all the way? I want to pull up the bracket here quickly. I don't know why there's a stupid ad on my phone here. My iPhone has been giving me a lot of trouble, folks. So Dembele and Kylian Mbappé scoring a goal, folks. They have been scoring all the goals. And I'm trying to pull up my stats here really quickly. So let's see. SofaScore, my boys. They're trying to get... What is this? My phone is getting pop-ups. It's been a long time since I got these things. Oh, there we go. Let's cross that out. It's all right. So I'm trying to pull up the bracket here, folks. So let me see if I can get that really quickly. All right, there we go. So France just played Morocco, and they will be playing the winner of Belgium versus Spain. And of course, folks, you can look at my predictions on the TikTok here right now. Wendy, Kwesi, everybody else. Before you go, be sure to follow me on TikTok. We're trying to get to that 1,000 mark because we will be giving away prizes. Everybody on the TikTok, YouTube Live, everywhere. Subscribe, follow, like, drop comments. You can head over to extvmedia.com. So the winner of the Spain-Belgium game will take on France. So France can now sit back and see who they're going to play. The favorites are Spain, but a lot of people are sleeping on Belgium. We'll see how that's going to go. And of course, on the other side of the bracket, we have Norway versus England and Argentina versus Switzerland. So, I did my predictions. You could check it out. And when you're done, it's on TikTok. So, Wendy, Sita, Fit, Kami, Manu, a lot of people as well. So, like I said, before you go, folks, share with your friends, follow, comment, drop your comments, thoughts, and suggestions, both on YouTube. For the people on YouTube, Twitch, and on Facebook, there's that QR code there. Be sure to scan. You can head over to our WhatsApp update group where you get all the latest updates, match feeds, scheduling, cool posts, EXTV media match previews. We have special guests like ESPN FC, Shaka Hislop, Kenwin Jones, 1986 former English player Terry Fennick. Lots of great people in here, folks, and I hope you guys are hearing me okay. We did start a couple minutes late today, but, that's how it goes. Tomorrow we'll be doing the Belgium versus Spain game. How do you think that's going to go? So Dax Ine has joined, and we'll see how it goes, folks. And after this Argentina game, I'll be off. And that's going to be crazy, folks. That's going to be crazy. I am going back and forth. It's a bit exhausting. My people who know me, you know where to find me. I'm going to rehydrate and get a meal. Maybe a matcha. That's my favorite. And so I'm seeing Anissa Kangal has joined. So before you go, folks, let me know what you think about this game today. Drop your comments. Of course, be sure to like and follow me on YouTube as well. The people on YouTube and Facebook as well, let me know. I hope you guys appreciated the halftime show with Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate called Champions. It's a local song and well-respected artists. And the link is in Spotify, so you guys could take a listen. And, a lot of people have been asking me about gear. If you guys want to, you could inbox me and DM me. And I will try to hook you all up and get you guys some gear. And hopefully we have that. So, of course, I'll try to hook you all up. And, of course, if you subscribe and like the EXTV, I will get you all discounts. So, like I said, in my Mortal Kombat voice, France wins. Dum, dum. So, the French are now going on. Now they'll be awaiting the winner of the Spain versus Belgium game. So, with that being said, folks, I'll spend a couple of minutes in there. I want to say a special thank you to everybody. Check out you can see the graphics there. You could follow us on all those socials, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And particularly, I would love to get those subscribers up, folks. It really helps the channel. We have a merch store. You can make donations to EXTV and super chats in the links. You could check that out below. It really helps the channel, folks. A lot of it goes to charity as well. I bet you all didn't know that. So, of course, we're forgetting on no charity as well. So we have EXTV merch that's delivered globally. If you want to support me and my channel, it really helps. So we have lots of cool merch, hoodies, and so on. So we'll have that out there as well, folks. So with that being said, folks, I'm seeing Wendy has joined, Amar has joined. We will be wrapping things up, and I will be giving you that little teaspoon of our local flavor from Nigel Rojas. So in terms of tactics, I think France got it right. Morocco played that counter-attacking style of football. And let's pull up some stats before I go, folks. Let's do some quick analysis before you all go. I think France were the deserved winners. So let me pull this up really quickly. From SofaScore, we have a wonderful partnership with. So 48% possession for France, which doesn't seem like that was the case. 52% possession for Morocco. I think that changed towards the end. Morocco kind of took over. Expected goals for France, XG. That's 3.04, which the higher it is, the better it is for the other team. And so it was 3.04 for France. 0.14 for Morocco, which made sense. 5 big chances for France, 0 for Morocco, folks, which says a lot. 22 shots for France, 5 for Morocco. And, of course, 1 save for France, which tells you a lot about how they dominated. And, I'm not going to read out all his stats. If you look at Mbappé, folks, you could see here. You can't see it, but I will put it up in my reactions. France just dominated. Olise, everybody else. And in the end, France, I think, were the deserved winners. So I think Morocco, as I said multiple times in this chat, Morocco played that counter-attacking style and it just didn't work. And you could check out my previews and let me know. Let me know what I got correct. Let me know what I got correct, what I got wrong. The last one, I only got one wrong. That was, I think, the England-Mexico. But everyone else I got correct. And we use data-driven analysis, folks. I know there's a lot of, banter. And as we say in the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago, rum shop talk. But, we try to, analyze games. I am an analyst for a living. And I try to give you all the best I can. I put a lot of work into these streams. The fatigue is catching up with me, folks. It is. And I really appreciate all the support and all the streams. The last stream got, I think, about 12,000, 13,000 views on Facebook. And of course, if you've missed it, you didn't see the live, you can head back in there, folks. So, with that being said, folks, let me know your thoughts. Who you think is going to win? TikTok as well. And Wendy, everybody, before you all go, be sure to follow us. Be sure to follow. So, folks, I'm going to end things off. France 2 with goals from Kylian Mbappé and Dembele. Morocco 0. And I think it went exactly how it was supposed to. So, with that being said, folks, I'm going to sign off. So, on TikTok, adios, folks. I'll be seeing you all. So, we're signing off again on TikTok. And everybody in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. It's been an absolute pleasure. I absolutely love the support I've been getting. And if you all want merch, you all can inbox me as well and scan the QR code. We'll get in touch. So it's been an absolute pleasure, folks. And for your listening pleasure, I'm going to give you Champions by Nigel Rojas and Sun Syndicate. So take a listen, folks.
Thanks for watching Extra Time TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe.